Hello everyone, and Ramadan Kareem. Let's see what we're gonna make today. We're gonna make Manto, and this is the easier version than the one within the circle ones that look like dumplings. And these are the ingredients we're gonna need. We're gonna need 1 plate of minced meat. You can use whatever kind you like. We're gonna need 2 medium-sized onions. One we're gonna finely chop, and one we're gonna put in the blender so it can be a paste. We're gonna need this dough. Now these are really thin sheets, and I'm gonna show you how to use this later. We're gonna need a Pyrex. We're gonna need some water. This is room temperature, and we're gonna need 1 tablespoon of flour. Now we're gonna mix this in, and this is gonna be like glue to hold the dough together. We're gonna need salt and pepper and cumin and some oil to put in this pan. We're gonna need this bucket to mix everything in. So let's get started. Alright, so this is the meat. We're gonna add the chopped onions. We're gonna add this blended onion. Now the difference between the blended one and the chopped one is that the chopped one, it gives it the moisture. The blended one gives it the moisture, and the chopped one gives it the texture. Okay, so we're gonna add the salt and pepper and cumin. Now you can add this according to taste. Don't add too much salt. You want this to be relatively healthy. We're gonna add the cumin. I'm gonna add about a teaspoon. We're gonna add the pepper. Now don't add too much because the onions will already give it the spice it needs. That's about 1/4 of a teaspoon. Now the salt, the best way to measure salt and make sure that it got everywhere is to spread it around like this. Again, not too much. You want to keep this healthy. Now we're going to mix it in with a wooden spoon until it's all mixed in really well. This is well mixed. Don't over mix it, and don't squish it with your hands. You want it to be fluffy and airy. Okay, so let me show you. We mixed this. This is the flour and the water, and it's very thick. It's gonna act as glue. And this is the dough, as I mentioned before. See how thin it is. Now we're not gonna use a whole piece. We're gonna cut this in half and put the meat on either side, and then roll it, and then we're gonna put it over here. Let's oil this first. So first of all, this is the dough. We're gonna cut it in half. Using a small teaspoon, I'm going to take some of this, not too much, and line it on this side. So what you're going to do, turn it over and roll it. You don't want this to have too much meat, or it's going to taste funky. So this is what you do with the end of the teaspoon. You're going to take some of this glue. Now you can use your fingers and just glue it from the side, turn it back, and you're gonna line it here until you do all of them. We'll see you in the next step. Okay, there you go when it's finished. Now we're gonna open the oven on 360 degrees, and this is what you're gonna do. I'm not gonna do this right now, but you need to have a glass of water, half a glass of water, hot preferably, or you can use room temperature, and add 1/2 or 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. You're going to put it around this. I know it sounds icky right now, but trust me, it's going to taste really good later. You're going to cover this with tin foil, put it in the oven for about 15 minutes until this becomes nice and soft. Okay, that's it. Enjoy!